This is an old question being asked by philosophers. When you look at a tree, is the tree there before you look at it? Or when you look at it, comes into being? Which means, does the looking at the tree create the tree? Or the tree makes you look at it? Is the material world real that you experience through sensory perceptions? Or the sensory perceptions create the perception and it looks like it's a real thing? Good question. The people who believe the material world must exist prior to your experiencing it in consciousness are called the materialists. Those who say no, it's only perception. You have no knowledge what's outside of your perception. You can only see what you can perceive. Therefore, if you perceive a tree, your perception is creating it. And therefore, you feel there's a tree. And tree becomes real because you double-check it with the remaining sense perceptions. Oh, I can touch it, so it's real. I can see it, it's real. I can smell it, it's real. You are applying the rule of other senses to corroborate something, while all the senses are working on the same principle. Are they creating the experience? Or there is something outside which is creating the experience of this consciousness? So this question, who creates what, was tried to be answered by scientific minds by saying that all events are placed in cause and effect relationship. If there is no tree in front of us, we won't see a tree. You put a tree, we see it. So tree comes first. Then we see it. So tree is before we see it. So they examined whether the tree and the seeing of the tree takes place, which takes place first. If I saw a tree first, obviously my seeing is creating the tree. If the tree is coming first, then the tree is real. I'm just seeing it. They found out that it was simultaneous. There is no time lag at all between the two. The time of the tree being there and you're seeing the tree is identical at the same time. There's no time lag. So you can't know which is the cause, which is the effect. In the causal plane, you can find that the cause can be placed after the event. That's terrible to think in this physical world that you can have an event first and then you can have the cause. I mean, until recently, nobody could imagine this. Till one clever physicist was able to push a particle, a photon. He could push a photon through an accelerator beyond the velocity of light, which Einstein said is not possible. But he did it. Doing it, he came to this, it was all being photographed, all being filmed. He found this strange result that the particle reached the destination before it left. It doesn't make sense to our mind today because we put cause and effect in a certain order. How can the effect be there before the cause? In the causal plane, you find that since all of them are placed at once, not that one is placed before and the other is placed later, you can look at them either way. You can see the cause first or the effect first, and then see the cause. Because of that nature of perception in the causal plane, time takes a very different form. Time becomes visible as a static entity on which events have been placed, which you can't see it here. Here you cannot see what is going to happen 5 minutes later. You can't see what is happening tomorrow. We only conjecture what can happen. We can't see it.